What if you could bring tons of clients together, generate leads, and position yourself as the expert? Well, that's what the power of podcasts and webinars can do for you. I'm Ryan Donner, and welcome back to How to Become the Mexico Real Estate Expert. So in today's episode, we're going to talk all about creating webinars, spaces where you can interact with clients and make sure that you end up with people in your pipeline to generate business for the long run. Here's the thing. People trust the experts who provide them with a learning experience, some way that they're going to gain some knowledge from you and that really positions yourself as the expert. And that's exactly what webinars do. They position you as the expert in real estate so that you can work with buyers and sellers who are anxious to get the job done right. The first stage of a webinar is to pick the topic that works for them. Remember, a webinar isn't about you, it's about the client. So we need to choose topics that are relevant to your audience. If you're working with foreigners, then maybe it's talking about fideicomisos. If you're working with Mexican nationals in Guadalajara, then maybe it's talking about the schools in certain neighborhoods. Make sure that that topic is relevant to who your client is. The second stage is to promote this like a launch. You're going to want to use all of the channels possible to make sure that you get your webinar out to as many people, your audience, as possible. What does that mean? It means using online advertising platforms like Facebook, other social media places. It means using your email campaigns and databases from the clients that you've already previously connected with or those leads that are currently in the pipeline, as well as any other space that you know where you can connect with your audience to get them to engage in the future with your future webinars. A pro tip here as well, don't be shy to offer them something free at the end. Maybe it's something as simple as a seller's guide or a buyer's guide, or maybe it's a one-on-one consultation with you, the expert in real estate. The third phase of our process here is going to be to keep it visual. Clients love to learn, but they learn best when they see something, when they have actual images that they can use to jog their memory and really understand what you're talking about. So if your webinar is going to be online, prepare a little slideshow or something that guides them along the process of what you're explaining to them. If it's in person, then maybe you bring some guides with you. Maybe you print out some slides or pages that again will help guide them through that process of what you're explaining. The next stage is to collect everyone's contact information. So what do I mean? I'm talking about a sign-up form if you're going to host a webinar. You want to make sure you collect their name, their email address, their phone number, some way to get back in touch with them after you host your webinar. If it's in person, don't be shy to provide a sign-up sheet where they actually write down their name, phone number, email, any other contact information that you want to collect. You want to make sure that you have an easy, accessible way to get back in touch with them after the webinar to ask those follow-up questions. Make sure that they don't have any other lingering questions. And lastly, don't be afraid to repurpose your content. Take whatever your webinar discussion was or in-person meeting was talking about and repurpose that into a YouTube video, into a reel on social media, something that can re-engage the audience after you've already hosted your event. As always, you know I love to ask you for some sort of action item. So today, you guessed it, it's going to be go host a webinar or an in-person meeting. Don't be shy. Figure it out, make it simple, and make sure that the topic is relevant again to your customers. What are the questions that they're asking you so that you can be that person to answer them in your webinar or meeting? Remember, webinars don't just make you the expert, they put you in front of your clients so that you can turn those clients into actual business deals. It's something that sets most agents apart from what the rest are doing. So don't be shy to get in front of that camera or in front of a live audience. If you enjoyed this content, like always, be sure to click that like button and subscribe and share with a fellow agent.